All right, so you ready to dive in?
Oh, absolutely. I'm always ready for a good deep dive.
Yeah.
You know me.
Well, today we're taking a look at something a little different.
Different good. Different is good.
It's this scene, kind of like a fictional thing
Okay.
with George Carlin
Carlin.
and Orson Welles
Uh-huh.
and God all just kind of hanging out.
Wow. Okay, so we're really getting metaphysical here.
Yeah, a little bit.
I like
We're
it.
talking about, people these days.
Us.
Yeah, us, and how easily we fall for things.
Like scams and stuff.
I mean, scams, sure,
Yeah.
but also just like misinformation.
Yeah, with the internet and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially with the internet, like it's kind of their worst nightmare come true.
Well, I mean, you have Carlin and Wells, both known for like pushing boundaries,
Right.
making people question things.
Yeah, making us think differently.
And now they're looking at us like
We're the gullible ones.
yeah, exactly. It's like a total role reversal.
So in one of the sources, Carlin says this thing about information being useless without critical thinking.
Ooh, that's good.
Right.
That's so true.
Because we have access to so much these days.
So much information. It's overwhelming.
It really is like we're drowning in it.
But are we actually learning anything?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are we just consuming or are we actually
I
processing?
feel like having a library full of books.
But never opening a single one.
Exactly. Or like having a toolbox but no idea how to use any of the tools.
And that's where media literacy comes in, right?
Oh, absolutely. That's the key. It's about understanding the information, not just reading it.
Asking the right questions.
Who made this? Why? What's their angle?
Are they trying to sell me something?
It's all about thinking critically.
Which brings us to God's brilliant idea.
Oh, this is the good part.
God proposes a little experiment, let's call it.
Ooh, an experiment. I love experiments.
A new War of the Worlds.
What? Like the Orson Welles one?
Yep, but updated for the internet age.
So like an alien invasion hoax?
Exactly. Something super realistic, though, using all the tricks Wells learned.
To really make people believe it.
And, God's not doing this just to cause chaos.
No, there's always a deeper meaning with God, right?
It's about exposing our weakness.
Showing how easily we can be manipulated.
Especially by influential figures.
Like Joe Rogan.
Oh, yeah, he comes up a lot in this.
Because he has such a huge platform.
Millions of listeners hanging on his every word.
So if he says something is true,
People are going to believe it.
even if it's not,
And then Carlin chimes in with this hilarious idea.
let me guess, lizard people.
He's got to throw in some conspiracy theories.
Oh, Carlin loved those.
But it makes you think, how quickly these things can spread.
Especially online. It's like wildfire.
Remember the panic from the original War of the Worlds?
People thought it was real.
Imagine that happening today with Twitter and TikTok.
Oh, it'd be painful.
Complete and utter chaos.
But maybe that's the point, right?
To make us wake up and realize
How vulnerable we are to this stuff.
to misinformation, to propaganda.
To just believing whatever we see online.
And here's the real kicker.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat.
They decide to blame the whole hoax.
On Joe Rogan.
Can you imagine?
Oh, that's perfect.
It's like the ultimate meta-commentary.
Using Rogan's own influence to show the dangers of influence.
So the question is, if even Carlin Wells and Gods,
Are worried about this stuff.
shouldn't we be too?
I mean, it's pretty sobering when you think about it.
How do we know what to believe anymore?
With everyone and their mother having a podcast or a YouTube channel.
It's a real challenge.
It is, but that's why media literacy is so important.
Absolutely. Got to be critical thinkers.
Question everything.
Do your own research.
Don't just take someone's word for it.
And maybe even be a little skeptical of those lizard people.
Oh, definitely. Especially the ones wearing hats.
All right. That's our deep dive for today.
Wow, that was a wild one.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does. So what are we diving into next time?
You'll have to wait and see. But trust me, it's going to be good.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
Until then, stay curious.
And keep those thinking caps on.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.